So today we're going to be looking at if moving abroad can really slash your tax bill. So many of you are going to be based right now in the UK. So you're probably sick and tired of the rising taxes, the personal allowance hasn't gone up for years, the mortgage interest can't be deductible anymore, and it's becoming harder and harder to obtain more of your income. So statistics came out in 2024, as you can see, that more higher earners than ever are leaving the UK. But where are they going? So we're seeing a large number of UK residents and individuals taking that flight over to the UAE. Now, of course, the weather's good, but really the reason they're moving is the 0% personal tax in the UAE. So how does that actually work? So if you are in the UK and you're staying there for more than 183 days, you are going to be considered a UK resident and therefore taxable on your worldwide income. If you make that move to Dubai and you stay within certain day limits in the UK, you now become a non-resident of the UK and a resident of the UAE. This now means that all of your employment and self-employment income is going to be completely tax-free in the UAE. If you have a property here in the UK, that is still on UK land, that's still going to be taxable in the UK, but it's likely if you are a British citizen that you're going to have the 12,500 tax-free allowance to help mitigate any taxes from property you have in the UK. You'll be situated in the UAE, your employment income or your self-employment income or your consulting income, whatever it is that you do, is going to be completely tax-free out here in the UAE. Now, some of you may decide that you don't want to move to UAE, but somewhere closer to home, like Spain, for example. Now, Spain is not known for its most favorable tax systems, but it does have some special schemes for non-dom individuals like us from the UK. This means that for a certain number of years, you can get a very low tax rate on your employment income and self-employment income, capped at 24%, provided you meet some conditions. So for many of you who are working remotely, you may be able to benefit from this scheme. Similar to the UAE, your UK property will still be taxable in the UK and covered by your tax-free allowance, depending on the rental income, and any foreign income will be non-taxable and non-declarable in Spain. Now, let's say you aren't able to get onto this Beckham's Law. It's not always the case. Now you have to be looking at the Spanish rules versus the UK rules. And in short, your 183 days, if you're over that amount in Spain, you're going to be tax resident here and taxable on worldwide income. Those tax rates are very similar to those in the UK, so your overall tax bill is going to be very similar. So, depending on where you move, is obviously going to determine what taxes you pay. So if you're moving purely for tax savings, then you're probably going to choose the UAE. However, if you're moving for a lifestyle change and you're not too bothered if the tax is kind of similar to the UK, then you may choose somewhere closer to home like Spain. In short, you should always check out the domestic legislation of where you're thinking to move and see if you would benefit from a tax perspective. That's where us here at Tax are specialists in looking at your international tax affairs, and hopefully we can help you pick the best move for yourself.